There was a similar things like big head for Butcher. Yeah, Lala, I'm wondering, but Assassin doesn't have anything. And Spider doesn't have anything. So I really hope they did something with this guy, that you can tell he's in the compound. That is beauty of the compound. He wants you, man. He's angry and he deafens you.
Look at this!
What?
Stop killing, man.
Huh? Eh?
Stop killing for us.
Oh shit, this scared me.
Still white.
So there we go, he drops now. Medkits.
Yeah, I can't hear shit.
Medkits, ammo boxes, special ammo box. Normal. Oh no, this is both special ones. He stucks you inside. Don't take too much damage from X. That's how you have to use Spanish shots. We didn't get too many loot though. But ain't nobody got time for loot.
Exactly. At least one ammo box. Let's go.
Scrapbeak is finally here, and as you just saw, that was one of my first ever encounters with him on my stream and one of the latest ones. You can use these timestamps to navigate easier through the video, as I'm going to give you my take on other bosses as well, and probably the easiest and most efficient strats against them that require no specific items, except stamina shot for Butcher if you wanna solo him on your own.
That's what music for you.
And that's how you solo Butcher. Constantly
You're
keep
already done.
hitting his back, guys, and he gets confused as fuck. Like, normally he should have 4 enrage phases. With this one, he's got only 3 enrage phases. See, he would be enraged now already.
Who is this to stop Serbia?
Wait, what? Alright, that's one. Hopefully this is gonna be enough for you guys to clip it in a minute. There we go. And that's how you do heavy, light, heavy strat for the Spooder. Then you burn him. And you hug him. And you constantly hold F to put yourself out so you don't lose too much of your health, and you're constantly denying him his splitting phase, right? It's called Marshmallow strat. And then you go back, grab your melee. You good? Now I don't have no lamp here. I think there was one here, yeah. But I was late with it. No, never mind, we're good. We can still find him and hug him. If someone clips this, I'm gonna make exclamation point assassin command dudes to help new peeps deal with assassin. Holy. As you saw, Butcher is easy to stunlock even as a solo with stamina shot. With Spider you can skip the whole frenzy with heavy, light, heavy axe attacks, and with Assassin you can deny the frenzy with Marshmallow strat. I'ma drop you a link down in description. My man Gunsmackk made a whole guide on the Marshmallow Assassin strat, so make sure to check that one out. Now what makes Scrapbeak truly unique is the fact that there is no cheesy strat to deal with him, but there is some efficient ones, and this is not gonna be a fully in-depth guide on how to deal with him, because there is many ways to kill Scrapbeak, honestly. but not all of them are efficient. This is more of a review by me and how am I dealing with him compared to the other bosses, also without losing loot that he drops and not using specific items like sticky, nitro or bomb lens. That just denies the frenzy and the loot. So here are three main things that you want to know about Scrapbeak. First one, area of 100 meters has no supplies, that means no meds, ammo, world melee or toolboxes. His backpack reduces damage by 50% unless it's piercing, that would be saber, bayonets, muskets or pitchforks is probably the best. And every quarter of his HP, of course, he goes to frenzy as other bosses, and during that he drops items, like up to 12 items unless you damage him, and we're going for that strat. We don't want to damage him, we want to keep those items. And if you damage him during the frenzy, he drops concertina, so you can use that concertina to damage him on the doors and kind of block off the doors, but I personally just love to clear the whole room of concertina, because I'll be rotating and moving around. I'm gonna have some clips of me fighting Scrapbeak, and I'm gonna also like commentate here in the background what I'm doing and why I doing certain stuffs. Like here, I go in the lair, first things I do, turn off the lamps, because sometimes he's goofy enough and he just slaps those lamps and burns his items on his own. So now we pushed him into frenzy mode. He's going ham, smacking left and right. We're gonna try to get some more ammo, get his melee that he dropped there, but he hits concertina on us and I'm instantly going to deal with it, or try to deal with it, because as I said, I don't want concertina in my lair where I'm gonna rotate later if the fight starts. Here we found a hammer that he dropped. And what you want to do when you grab his melee is give him 2 quick attacks with it. And if you're lucky enough, you're gonna escape like this without him damaging you. Also, no worries if he does damage, as you see here, I think. Yeah, he's gonna slap me, so I just outrun him. Around the corner, put him back to frenzy, and while he's dropping those items in frenzy, I just go back to heal on one of his medkits. Also, he's very loud during the frenzy, and you wanna stay away from him through the frenzy, because you will be deafened. Here, instantly dealing with concertina, rotating around. He's not in frenzy yet, so I stunlock him there. Put him in frenzy here. Attack him by misclick here, he drops more concertinas because of that. But he dropped his pitchfork, and here's basically game over for him, because pitchfork really shreds his health. I know. Clearing a remaining concertina, grabbing my health back, and off to the game 2. Here in the second game, of course, I'm getting in, turning off all the lamps. And what I figured out in this particular game, that you can get a high ground on him and he's not gonna reach you. Like, he's only gonna yeet concertinas at you, but not always he's gonna hit. Sometimes he drops them on the feet, sometimes he's gonna throw them, but if you just move a little bit to the left or right, he's gonna miss you and hit the ceiling behind you or something, so you don't even need to worry about that concertina that he throws. And this is maybe the only, how I said, cheesy way to deal with him. Just grab high ground. You can do the same thing here by leaving the lair in and out while your teammate is watching. I always had, like, I was playing duos here and my teammate was always up and keeping an eye out on the whispers, listening for the enemies as well, because I was deaf most of the time and most of the fight. Dropping to deal with concertinas here. He's coming back, grabbing high ground, he drops the concertina on his feet and walks away. So I guess this is the cheesy way to deal with Scrapbeak. You just grab a high ground on him. Here I'm just standing on the barrel and he runs away from me. I go back to grab that pitchfork that he dropped. He slaps me, but I don't care. Rotate around. I can heal up here. I wasted a ton of meds because I just wanted to see how far I can go and push him. Of course, this is like, I'm without meds here, but don't be like that. Use the meds that he drops, or, you know, be more careful to not get slapped. Here I'm just like pushing him through that frenzies, going back. And basically from now on it's just in circles. There's another concertina on his feet, and he gives up. He also destroys part of it. If you juke him through those concertinas, he's gonna break them himself. So you can also do that. Here, I just unlock him, go for another one, tank that one like a champ, and finish him off. And in the last clip here, I was solo, I was on my own, so I didn't have a teammate that was watching the lair and the whisper for me. So I instantly put him here on frenzy, so I have enough time. My mistake here was not turning off the lamps. I was instantly trying where I can hop in and climb without even looking at the lamps. Found a spot to climb. But unfortunately he grabs or he slaps the lamp here. Now I got to heal and stop these burns. Again, I gotta constantly keep an eye on the whispers if the trio or duo pushes me. Here, stun locked. Frenzy, drop more concertinas, but never mind, I missed. I turned off the lamp to the left now. You will see him pop in that lamp now as he walks. There he goes, he popped that lamp. That would burn him if I didn't turn it off. That's why first thing you do is turn off the lamps. He comes back, right to it, concertina, can't reach me, moves away. So I'm dealing with this concertina. I'm kind of fucking up here because I just wanted to showcase what to do and how to do, so I take this unnecessary damage. I should have waited more, but I was impatient. Now we get him back to the middle of the room, easily run through him. Stabs him in the back as well, because we have that pitchfork. We don't care about his backpack at the moment. And this probably what I did just here is only possible with pitchfork, because it's piercing and it goes through his backpack. So you can kinda stun lock him and deal 3 shots even. One in the face, one side, and one as you're running away without taking a slap from him. But yeah, you gotta be lucky to have him drop pitchfork, or you bring pitchfork from the compound next door, or where you spawn at. And yeah, that was pretty easy to deal with. Yeah, I am on 50 bar, but it wasn't that hard. So here's 5 things you wanna do while fighting Scrapbeak. First one, bring pitchforks from other compounds and look for world spawns. I'll show you world spawns in a minute, but basically keep an eye on Hables, they usually spawn pitchforks. Then turn off the lamps once you get in, so the fire doesn't burn and damage his items or gets in the way while you're fighting him. Get the high ground and dodge his concertina throws. Deal with concertina when possible, and final one, to stun lock him or to fast forward to frenzy. You will need a piercing weapon. You need to do heavy attack. First one's gonna stun him, and then do 2 more follow-ups, like one in the back or on the side, and as he turns around to get you, you can do that final one to push him to the frenzy, hopefully without taking any damage. And now for some bonus tips and tricks. While looking for pitchfork, check boxes like this one or shacks for them, but the most common ones are in hay bales like this one here. And now I don't know if this is intended or not, but hard spawns like the one on hay bale and this axe here, they spawn even if Scrapbeak is in that compound. Same goes for supplies in Wolf's Head Arsenal. He doesn't touch those for now. And another neat trick, same how Butcher got these pigheads if he spawns at Hemlock or at Windy, Scrapbeak will have a flock of crows at almost every entrance to the lair. And I really wish other bosses have some signatures like this one, so you can tell that they spawn there. Now I'm not sure if this is part of the Act 2 and the event, or actually connected with the boss himself, but I wish it remains in game and we have even more unique stuffs like it in the future. It really gives the strong team and uniqueness to the boss, but I guess we have to wait and see if the birds remain. And that would be it for the video. If you have better ways to deal with Scrapbeak that won't ruin his item drops, please let me know down in the comments. Also, this is my first time doing the guide type of video and a review video, so any feedback is appreciated. Let me know if I missed something or even said too much at some points. And if you would like to see more of these types of videos in the future, I had idea to create my review on best PvP ammo types that were introduced with 1.5. So obviously I would not cover it all, but just best ammo in my opinion. If the video helped you learn something for previous bosses or the Scrapbeak, drop a like and subscribe if you already are not. Share the video with a friend, guys, and thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the bio. Have a great one. Take care.